Well, my fellow agents, as all of you know by now, it has been quite a week for the Division 2 community, and unfortunately last week when we received all of that information from Ubisoft Forward, it really sparked more questions and answers. So in today's video, I'm going to do my best and try to address some of the most commonly asked questions you sent the channel over the last week, because honestly, it's been a bit overwhelming. Like, it's been insane, and we have two different mindsets. We're going to touch base on everything, and for those of you that may not know, one thing I've done at the channel and will always continue to do is try to bring you the most up-to-date, accurate information I can in regard to this game, but do so with a balanced mindset. That means talking about the positive and negative. And unfortunately, as you can tell by looking up anything Division 2 right now, the community is not in a good place, and that is for a multitude of reasons. So first of all, you can tell this, you look up anything Division 2 right now, you're going to see that thing about the whole crafting bug going on in the game, or you're going to hear people talking about the seasonal characters. And keep in mind as I say that, these are very, very important issues that need to be addressed immediately from the game directly. I will touch base on that in a moment, but the biggest problem we have in the game right now, and please let me know your thoughts, is that the major talking points of what's happening in the community are negative. That's it. That's what's going on. We are not talking about Year 6 Season 1. We're not talking about the new weapons. We're not talking about the new gear sets. We're not talking about the new brand sets. You're not seeing certain build videos, farming videos, things that you would typically see when a season begins. And I can use myself as an example as someone who creates content for this game, but I had a list of videos I was planning to put together last week. I did 5 news videos because I have to address what's currently happening in the community. And as I said a moment ago, it seems that everyone is focusing on the future of this franchise, what we can expect moving forward, but no one is actually really hyper-focused on their current gameplay, and that's not a good state for a game to be in. It's just not. We want to live in the now, and I know that sounds cliche and all of that bullshit, but it's an accurate thing. You want to enjoy what you're playing now, and what I've noticed in the community is that people are becoming very indifferent about this game. And again, I have a small channel. This is just a sample size of the larger community. But the one thing I've seen consistently over the last week is people are either thinking, I will just see what happens when Year 6 Season 2 begins. If it's something I enjoy, I'll jump in. If not, I'll just go play something else. But on the other side of that coin, you have players saying that if they cannot use their regular character that they've spent years creating and cultivating in seasonal content, they're just not going to play. That's it. And look, we know people are going to play no matter what, regardless of what they say, but it is incredibly important at this moment that the game truly takes notice of what the community is saying. Because in both of the examples I just gave you, the end result is people ultimately leaving the game. I'm sure there are people hyped about what's going on. Look, I've said this before, I'll say it again. I like seasonal characters. I do not know how that is going to work in a game like this. And one thing you've heard me say multiple times at the channel over the last week is I choose to make my determination on something after I actually play it. That is my mindset, that's how I roll, but I can also understand the people in the community that are up in arms wondering what is going to be the point of playing this if I do not have the ability to use my character during the main season in regard to the seasonal content. And you know, it takes us back to something we already know, which is we have more questions than answers. I've said that a bunch of different times, and one thing the game needs to continue to improve on is how they communicate with the player base. And for the record, in my opinion, they have gotten so much better over the last year. That is not in question, but what you're looking at on screen is a perfect example of what I'm referring to. Now you can see 4 days ago they said the following: we are currently in the process of preparing an extended communication to provide a more detailed explanation of new seasonal journey. Now the problem I have with this message is not the statement itself, because that's exactly what people want to hear right now, but unless you chose to click one of their previous posts and you happen to see that they answered someone who asked a question about the seasons, you would have no idea whatsoever that they are currently working on passing along more information to us, because they are not communicating it in a way that people are actually going to see it. And again, you know, we're 1 week into all of this news. In my opinion, a standalone tweet saying we hear what the community is saying, we are working on giving you more information ASAP, that is going to do its job, because at that point, different creators out there like myself will relay that message to you in case you do not follow this game on anything but YouTube. That way people in the community do not continue to feel like you're just being ignored, because unfortunately that is what's happening in the game right now. People are just saying, you know, what are they doing? What's going on? Why aren't certain questions being answered? And once again, and I've said this before numerous times as well, I think it's more than safe to say that we all want the same thing, which is the best game possible. Because look, right now players aren't happy. I know the team over at the game isn't thinking, yay, look, everyone's so pissed off, this is great. You know, we need some answers answers. Hopefully we get them soon. And one thing, and I feel the need to mention this especially now more than ever. The main reason I created this channel was to build a toxic-free gaming environment where we could talk about this game that we love. Please be respectful of one another. Do not bash an individual. You will get banned immediately. Let me know your thoughts, my fellow agents, and as always, questions or comments, let me know as well. Now, the other thing I feel the need to address really quick is the current crafting bug in the game, and chances are you know exactly what I'm talking about, and a lot of you are wondering, are you going to get in trouble for doing it? I don't know. Do I think you're going to get banned? No. Could your character get rolled back? Possibly. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. In my opinion, and again, let me know your thoughts, unless the game comes out and says, hey, this is an exploit, do not do it, I don't think you have to worry about anything. And that doesn't mean I'm condoning it. I'm not your parent. I'm not the morality police. That is not my responsibility. My job here at the channel is to let you know what's going on in the community. And of course, when the game passes along any other information I have not shared with you as yet, I will bring you another video right away. That is going to do it for this one. As always, I want to take a moment and thank you all for your incredible support of this channel. I sincerely appreciate the privilege of your time. And as I mention at the end of every one of these, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.
Tagged. Entering contaminated area.
This is bad. Isaac's readings are off the charts. Sweep the building and keep an eye out for survivors. We need to get down there. Come on! Lau, we've reached City Hall. I'm with the survivors.
The Haven settlement is sending medics. Make sure the area is secure before they arrive.
Shoot. It's gotta be Rikers coming into the basement. Agent, cover us while I get these people out.
Keep your mouth open. You can barely breathe in this thing. Drag out what you want to live? Keep your fucking mouth open. I'll make you pay for that.
Agent, this is Lau. There's a surveillance system in the basement. We need to find out who is responsible for the attack. See if you can recover the tapes.
Active server detected. Downloading. Running facial recognition analysis. Analysis complete. Javier Kajika, James Dragoff, Theo Parnell, Vivian Conley. Status rogue. Analysis complete. Aaron Keener. Status rogue. Contaminated area.
After Coney Island, we knew Keener was working on some kind of virus, but I didn't think he could weaponize it this fast. We should have prepared for this.
Lau, the medics have arrived. They're extracting the survivors.
Meet me at the Haven settlement. I'll send you the coordinates. We have a lot to talk about.
The survivors have been extracted. City Hall is clear. Let's regroup in the park and go to Haven. We got incoming. I need you up here.
Exiting contaminated area.
you in one piece. Agent Lau sent us Haven's